Hey yo, what is going on today, guys and girls? Welcome back to the channel, and in today's video, man, we have this R34 Skyline, man, that you guys would have seen in the drift about video downhill sequence or section, I guess. In the previous video that I have done, you would have seen this car, man, and if you guys are curious on what the build is, here it is, man. We're about to go ahead and build this S1 beast, man. Thank you guys all for checking out this video, and I shall catch you guys after the intro. Alright, man, so here we are with the build on this R34 Skyline, man. We are running 780 horsepower in this thing with 800 newton meters of torque and running in at 1,270 kg of weight, man. So obviously this thing is an absolute beast. It's got so much horsepower and just enough, obviously, to run that mountain quite cleanly, man. Obviously, you know, that mountain is sort of, I guess it would probably run a little bit nicer with maybe 800 horsepower, a little bit more sauce, but it does run pretty good nonetheless, and also is quite clean when it comes to hitting up some of the tandems with obviously other players. But you know, this thing as a whole is pretty nice to look at, man. I do love me an R34 Skyline, and you know, with the 780 horsepower, it does, like I said, run pretty much every drift zone, every section pretty damn well, man. So obviously it is a nice all-round car. But anyway, let's go ahead now and move on to the sound of the car, because obviously the R34 sounds just insane in this game, man. So let's go ahead and take a listen. Alright, man, so there we go. There is the sound of this absolute beast, man. I love it. It sounds so good, man. The R34 sounds brilliant in this game. But anyway, let's go ahead and move straight over to conversions. As you guys can see here, we have the engine swap. No engine swap at all. It is stock with obviously the RB26 inside, man. There is plenty of other tunage to be going on, though. If you wanted to change up to, like you say, a 2J, you're able to do that as well, which is absolutely insane. But you know, RB26 here today for the R34, man. It runs pretty damn well. Obviously, moving over to Drivetrain, it is a all-wheel drive stock, so we are swapping it over to rear-wheel drive, as you guys can see here with the rear-wheel drive drivetrain. Moving over to aero and appearance, though, here on the front bumper, we do have the Forza Horizon 5 aero front bumper, man, because I do like it. I do like the Forza aero for the Skyline, man. It does look very good. So yeah, we're running that here today with the front bumper. Moving over to the rear wing, though, we have got stock rear wing on the back here. Rear bumper is the JUN rear bumper, and we have the JUN side skirts as well, man. Looking pretty damn good. But obviously all that stuff is up to you guys. Whatever you want to customize or do whatever you want with that, you're absolutely, it's completely personal preference, man. So you guys can do what you would like with the car's body. Same goes to the rims, though. Obviously you guys can see we are running these work rims here. They are in, hold on, sport, no, wrong again, damn, multi-piece, there we go, multi-piece rims. They are the work meisters or meisters S1 3-piece rims here. I probably would have got that pronunciation wrong, so I do apologize about that. But yeah, no, they are those rims there. But moving over to tires and all that sort of good stuff, we are running the drift tire compound here today on this R34. Drift tire compound is installed, man. We got the front tire width, which is a max here, and on the back, once again, we got max as well. Like I said, though, we have done the work rim styles, as you guys would have seen that, but our front rim size here is at 19 inches on the front, and on the rear we have 19 inches once again, man. Moving down to the front track width, we got maximum front track width on the front, and on the rear again we have maximum once again. Moving over now to the drivetrain, which obviously we have swapped out to the rear wheel drive. We have a 6-speed race transmission. Now in the stream, somebody did say to me that there is a drift, there we go, there is a drift transmission 4-speed gearbox now. And I'm very, very intrigued to see what sort of, you know, what that sort of does. So we'll have to I'll maybe do a video on that, maybe have a look, see what the drift transmission is all about. But yeah, no, we have got the 6-speed transmission in here to start us off here for today. But moving over to driveline, as you guys can see, we've got the race driveline in here, differential, we've got the drift differential as well. Moving over to the performance and handling side of things, we got race brakes in here. In the brake side of things, we got in springs and dampeners, you guys already know, drift, springs and dampeners in here, obviously for that. And front anti-roll bars, we got the race front anti-roll bars here, same with the rear as well, race rear anti-roll bars. Moving over to the roll cage, you guys already know, man, we got to have the race roll cage in here, race roll cage on that, and I believe, yep, a race weight reduction as well for today, obviously bumping it down to 1,270 kg of weight. Now obviously if you didn't want to run that and you want to run it a little bit heavier, then obviously you have got other options available, from 1,500 down to 1,400 with the sport weight reduction. So that is up to you guys, whatever you want to do with that. But anyway, moving over to now the most important bit, the engine. I do believe we have got, I don't think we're maxed out fully, but only time will tell. We've got the intake in here, we've got a race intake, we have a race fuel system, we have a sport ignition, there we go, we're not fully maxed out here as we have just found out. We got the race exhaust here today, we've got a race camshaft, we have a sport valves in here, we've got sport valves, we have a race engine block, we got race pistons, we got the race twin turbo, we got a race intercooler, a race oil and cooling, and a race flywheel. There we go, guys. So obviously we are not fully maxed out here today with the horsepower, but we are nicely rounded up to 780, which is quite nice indeed, man. But anyway, moving on now, let's go ahead and jump straight into the tuning setup for this absolute beast of an R34. Alright, man, so here we are in the tuning setup for this R34 here today. We got the tire pressure already at 40 psi here for front and rear. Which is obviously not as much as what I usually would run for like my usual builds for drifting and all that, but obviously we are running a little bit more of a grippy tune, so I did want to have a little bit more grip than usual. So here we go, we got the 40 psi here, nice, and well, I guess a little bit slippier than 30%, I guess, 30 psi, but yeah, just a little bit extra, but yeah, no, it feels pretty damn good, man. But anyway, moving over to gearing though, we got the final drive at 3.00, the same sort of thing, standard sort of thing as what we usually do. We got the first at 2.36, our second is at 1.68, our third is at 1.50, our fourth is at 1.22, our fifth is at 1.07, and our sixth is at 0.96. Now, for our golden gear here, we have got second gear is our golden gear, with obviously a little bit of play in third if you do need third for that extra little bit of boost, or going across maybe some of those larger corners. Third is there for the helping. But yeah, second gear is probably your main gear for this car. Most definitely, it is your main gear for this car, man. Moving over to alignment though, we have got negative 5.0 degrees on the front camber. In the rear we have negative 4.5 degrees of toe, we have 1.0 degrees in the front, and in the rear of toe we have negative 0.2. Moving over to the front caster, in our angle we have at 6.5. Moving over to the anti-roll bars, springs, dampeners, and aero, man. I do not touch any of this stuff, man, so if you guys do want it a little bit stiffer or a little bit softer, then that is completely up to you guys. Be sure to fiddle with that as you will. Obviously, whatever feels best for you guys, but for me, I do like it stock, so I do leave it bone stock for myself. Moving over to the brakes, though, in the brake balance, we have 60% here in towards the front, and in the braking force pressure, we only have 80%. Now this is because I only push down a little bit on my trigger, man, so if you guys want to, if you have got a heavy trigger finger when it comes to pushing down on the brake, be sure to lower it down even further, so that way when you hold on to the brakes and you're drifting in a tandem, say a 3-man or 4-man, you don't brake too much where the person behind you slams straight into your car. So obviously for me, I only push down sort of like halfway down on my trigger, which for me 8% feels great, but for you guys it might be a little bit different, so be sure to go ahead and change that up as you see fit. But moving over to differential, there we go. I've got 100% on acceleration and 100% on deacceleration for obviously that maximum spinning up for the rear tires, man. But that is going to be everything from the internals, externals, and the tuning setup for this R34 Skyline. Let's go ahead now and jump straight to the track. Alright guys, so here we are at the track, man. This is at the Horizon Festival, just obviously right over there is the Horizon Festival. This is like the track area behind the festival. You guys know where it is if you guys have drifted here before, but this is well like my own sort of like setup that I have drifted like around here a little bit before, which is quite nice. It's a nice little circuit. It's a nice little circuit for larger horsepower and say like 500 plus, I would say. It's quite nice. It's quite a nice sort of long section. But yeah, no, this is a like I say, it's pretty good. Hopefully we don't get too many barrels in the way. I will drift around them if I can. But yeah, no, like I say, without the barrels there, it's quite nice as well. But we shall see where the barrels are placed and everything like that, man. We'll see what we can do. But yeah, no, hopefully you guys all enjoyed the track, or enjoyed the track rather, and have enjoyed the build so far. If you have, be sure to hit that like button and also that subscribe button for obviously brand new builds and extra tracks coming very soon, man. So thank you guys all very much for watching, and I shall watch. Well, I shall watch. I shall catch you guys after this run. Alright guys, so a little bit of annoying barrel placement there, like I thought there was going to be on the track, right on that drift zone there, which is obviously had to shut down the drift, but I didn't want to smash into the barrels, man, you know, I didn't really want to do that. But you know, like I say, I hope you guys all enjoyed the run here. Obviously dodging, bobbing and weaving on the barrels there was very fun indeed. But yeah, now this car definitely does feel pretty good around this track, man, so if you do want to try it out, be sure to go through the video and try and build this thing up as good as you can. But yeah, no, thank you all very much for watching this video. If you have made it this far, be sure to drop this video a like, and also if you are brand new here, be sure to hit that subscribe button, because we do builds out here almost every week, whether it be on like slow drift cars, fast drift cars. I might do some more fast drift cars, maybe, if that is something that you guys want to see. Maybe I'll do some more fast drift cars. But we also do togue racing, A-class togue racing, and we also have a S1 togue racing car as well. But I do prefer to do like the lower end sort of things. I like to go slow, a bit slower, and obviously a lower horsepower drifting as well. I find it a lot more fun. But yeah, no, thank you all very much for watching this video. Like I said, be sure to hit that like button and the subscribe button, man, and I shall hopefully catch you guys over in the next video, man. Take care and peace.